against Medusa.
It's a bit too standard, but
it's very weird how Stone Gaze and Dark Pact works. Like when you Dark Pact it off, you get Stone Gazed again.
you get the instant
Yeah.
feedback.
Why does it work like that?
Because I actually don't know. I don't know how long like the debuff is supposed to last for.
Could be. It's a good matchup for Slark. It's a good matchup against the Batrider as well. Where are they gonna lane it? Who's playing it? Okay, it's one Slark. I wouldn't mind seeing a mid Slark, because I've seen mid Slark do really well against the Batriders, potentially even threaten a kill. So it's gonna be mid Doom then. Sure. I'm still gonna go with D1. Kind of have a feeling that Execration, they're very disoriented, the way they play, the way they itemized in the previous game.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my friend the courier over here. What do you think I know? T1. All right, I'm going T1. No.
Prepare for battle.
Caster's Curse locked in. You always lock it up, and I think our Caster's Curse hasn't been that bad this.
It wasn't compared to the first season, where
The team
it was unreal. Like,
yeah, I think we won like one
single-handedly
game.
losing them the games.
We were sending teams down to the lower division. How many times we captured Curse teams. But until Medusa loses in the upper division of Southeast Asia, I'm going with it every single time. There's just no reason to think about changing my thoughts on that until it loses. Then maybe I'll rethink it.
I never thought that I was gonna see this day where Medusa Broodmother first phased in video game called Dota 2, but yeah, here we are.
That is the name, and that's where we are. So,
30
Brood
seconds to
Medusa,
battle.
I mean, that's got to be a scary opening 2 picks. You're the other team, and you're just, I don't know, you're not,
You
not
have so
expecting
many
that.
problems thrown at you just by these 2 heroes.
You need 5 picks to draft out of that. Gosh. Yeah, that's going to be rough.
So it seems like they are sending Slark on a mid lane, which I assume that they're gonna do. I see Slark doing up the bottle. It's a good matchup for Slark. It's a skill-based matchup. You want to put more points in that Dark Pact. I want to see how this one's gonna go. I'm still favoring Slark, because Slark, you think about, you know, he's a good counter to the Batrider in the side lane. He's really not. He's sharing a lot of XP. His position 5. That means that those Dark Pact level 1 is 9 seconds. So you need to be very careful how you use it.
Right.
Starting with the magic stick, as expected on Slark. Fairy Fire, just so he can turn things around. We'll see how it's gonna go. Still favoring. Don't remember seeing Talos play with Slark.
Yeah, I don't have any recollection of him in this, not only this, but also on this. See how he does. Doing well right now, 4-1. I mean, that's a great start. It will be interesting to see how Carl goes about this, looking up towards top 23 there on the Medusa, and I mean, it's up against Nico. I'm trying to pressure back with this Tusk. He does have tag team up in 6 seconds, so it's
Not just
easy all
tag
the way
team.
back.
I love this build on Whitemon. He's playing position 5, no need to share the tango, so you can buy full item. You like to get a boost of speed potentially, or a lot of regen. This time around he decided to go with the Bracer, which I really like in this matchup. He's gonna be sitting close to the tower. He still did not eat a single tango. He has 5.5 per second and now eats one. We'll start trading even more, securing Medusa's farm.
Yeah, I wonder if T1 play this game similar to the first game. 23 just kind of does his own thing, farms up 2 or 3 items, and then gets involved.
I don't know why people are thinking that sanking is a counter to in the lane.
First blood for 23.
Good start on the top lane. To go back to my talk about Brood versus sanking. Broodmother does not have spiders until level 6. So you're a very weak laner, what they can provide you with. Like Broodmother, she doesn't care too much about that caustic. She's going to be able to outpush the lane. And hunger, 70% lifesteal, 35 extra damage. So even if you drop low from the caustic, you're going to be full HP. So this is not a good idea. It's just something that people think. I've seen it in North America, I believe, as well. It's just not good.
Come up with good ideas.
Oh yeah, I know. Talking about that you're 1 tower.
Brood until level 6 is not Brood Mother, just a Brood. For the sleep, and we'll land Zephyr on the run. I'll get 1 kill there. Cuckoo thinking about going in. Be a little bit careful chasing if you were to go on that Brood Mother, but instead, I'll X to play conservative and continue to get some fun. I think that's it. This mid matchup is going so well for Pala.
Playing it. I was mostly watching the bottom lane, but saw a couple of first 2 waves on the mid lane. What was happening? I don't think he should die here. Vampire will TP mid, refill the bottle. He was waiting. Zephyr was waiting quite a lot of time, but it's okay. He's level 2, and he's also giving some speed to the Broodmother.
Tech shards, and now the ink swell. That's going to land onto both heroes, Waymon and 23, just getting hit on the edge of that. Really well done by BDZ.
If Tusk maybe has points in Snowball, so he's playing position 5, so 1-1-1, and then you can also dodge the ink swell with the Snowball, which I wouldn't mind, which would potentially get them to kill. Paolo's playing very aggressive on the mid lane.
Yeah, Pounce leashes up. Courier comes over to Carl. That won't die to Palace. Thought maybe he'd take a swing at it. But it's continued harassment coming in from this Slark onto the Batrider. Now they look to get the kill into RR, but he's got a 2-man sleep easily. Sleep. Pounce says he can't hear him. It's because they're snoring. Sleeping.
Oh, it's snoring. One of the most annoying sounds in the world.
Your fate
definitely
lives on.
We used to when we used to live in my old house, my dad would snore so loud, he'd have the TV even louder, and then you still hear him snoring over the loudest TV. And then the TV would, my mom would just raise the volume of the TV.
So that she doesn't hear him snore?
Yeah, and then you just hear the loudest TV throughout the entire thing. Small ends. Stroke of Fate, tag team, turning on to Nico. Might get the kill before one dies, just needs one more shot.
It's a good trade. It's perfectly fine. Like, ideally you would want to give Medusa the last hit, but
Dire's structures
bring
are
some extra
fortified.
regen for Medusa potentially if needed. I'm a bit worried for this mid matchup because he's doubling his CS at the moment. Level 6 already.
Yoi in trouble, getting run down. Insatiable hunger. That damage is just way too much.
And this is why Senki is not counter for Broodmother. 3 points in Web, so much regen. And she just out-regions even if you put a lot of pressure early on. So what? At level 6, you need to be very careful, especially with ET has only 1 point in Stomp. At least he has Tranquil, so some move speed, but she can easily run you down. 1300 gold on Broodmother. Let's see what he decides to go for this time around. I would not mind seeing the standard offlane Brood build with the
My gratitude is
and the Greaves. Meg Greaves into pipe.
Stain.
Yeah, just it feels real nice against the older heroes that they got.
And Slark's just here in the triangle, making sure that Batrider can't fall back.
When you have mid Slark, he gets a ton of farm. Dark Pact maxed out early on, can jump between the camps. This time around, his item build, cute Orb of Corrosion, very interesting.
Pretty late for corrosion, right?
Yeah, If you wanted to play a bit more aggressive on the mid lane, you get that Orb of Venom. But definitely a Diffusal Blade against Medusa. Diffusal some statuses, distance, S and Y. I wouldn't mind seeing that, just to tank him. He might skip this Orb of Corrosion. I don't think you get much from it. Just going for straight up Diffusal Blade sounds a bit better. We'll see what he decides to do.
Delay that Diffusal Blade a little bit too much. You can kind of fall out of favor. Despite the fact that you've had such a good lane. Cuckoo looking to potentially take a victim.
To you.
Yowie on the bottom lane is getting spammed by Broodmother.
300 damage casually at 3 seconds. With the
Haste.
fighters. They're fine. Burrow striking onto the Batrider. They can try and chase onto the Sand King, and it's an easy kill once again.
They're not stopping. This is
Yeah, they want more. They've got
he as well.
Look at the spiders. Look at the damage coming in on an RR. They can dodge it.
They don't have that one hero
Radiant
that
structures
can
are
play the
fortified.
bottom anymore. Tanking's not that hero. Maybe Grimstroke is good when your spells are maxed out, when you have Stroke of Fate, and then what it can do to the Broodmother. Sanking will still TP bottom. I want to see Cuckoo picking up Dust for himself to be able to just solo kill the Sanking as well.
Illusion.
Wayne really went so poorly for Execration. It just wasn't a good matchup to start, and it's fallen apart pretty hard.
Doom about to hit level 6, so let's see if there's a rotation to the top lane, try to kill Medusa potentially.
He's having a free time, 23, so you
23
really don't
has
want
a
to allow
nice
that.
read. He understands, because what you can do is you put the scoreboard, you check the scoreboard, if you're level 6,
Not leashes. It connects.
He's
The
dead.
Fate lands, 23 in trouble, and nobody's here to save it. Ink Swell pops, and they'll get the kill on the 23. It's not the free game they were hoping for.
good read from him, just staying away from Doom. He sees that Doom is level 6, immediately goes back to jungle, but the good rotation. There's no opposite, so I feel T1 is gonna probably try to devord that part of the map. They have 2 heroes that love to jungle at the moment, both Batrider and like all 3 cores pretty much. Broodmother is gonna be annoying at the bottom part of the map. Batrider jungle, then goes for
Dire's top
Medusa.
tower
Ooh,
is under
Mantis,
attack.
double hits. Palace might even just get a kill here on the Zephyr. Goes in Shadow Dance, trying to run down. Here we go, the last shot of tag team. Flame Break pushes him over to the side.
They have no real AoE that Slark is afraid of. He's not playing into Lash, he's not playing into Silence. The only lockdown they have is Static Snowball, which he can easily dodge. Cookie, same thing, Batrider,
Dire's
unless
top
he gets a
tower is
Blink
under
Dagger.
attack.
Initiation later on. I feel very safe about this Slark. His first 15-20 minutes of the game should feel pretty safe.
I was worried 23 for a sec. Thought maybe they didn't have to use Doom to get that first kill. Really try to aggressively play to get that second back-to-back kill on
Dire's
the
top
Medusa.
tower is under attack.
Slark playing very aggressive, evading enemy jungle, trying to see what's happening there. I think he has a good grasp how strong his hero is right now.
Going after BDZ, Lord Shredder is going to be enough damage.
That does not work that way.
Oh, broken immediately. Tree down and Sentry go.
Dire's top
Palace.
tower is under attack.
Dark Pack getting a little low here.
He's fine. I'm not sure why they're chasing him. A lot of time waste. I mean, if you are wasting time, that
Dire's
means Slark is also kind of wasting time, but he will go back to full HP, full mana. Grimstroke will even refill his bottle. Sanky going straight. Blink Dagger, I think it's a necessity here to be able to just start a fight. Yeah.
Radiant's
Nico
middle
on his
tower is
Doom.
under attack.
Palace coming over.
What's for mine?
Dire's
Gets
bottom
swell.
tower is under
Pounce
attack.
doesn't leash, so they have the Fire Snap Cookie to send him away.
Full pipe. I think this might be the fastest pipe in the patch. 11 minutes in, full pipe done on top of the cane boot. So just wants to be able to think his team up, especially against Stroke and Taking. Let's see.
Ooh, Pounce missing again. Cuckoo though, Slime taking a bit of damage here. Spider standing still. Epicenter used.
Dyer's
And
top
they
tower
don't get the
is
kill on
under attack.
Cuckoo.
I'm not sure why Sang did not pop that ult after the burrow strike straight away.
Go. Burning. Oof. Be just fine.
Unfortunately, no lasso. Cuckoo staying at the top of the network. It's very hard to take control of this part of the map, but they're gonna go in with multiple
Dyer's
heroes.
middle
This good,
tower
keeping
is
him
under
alive.
attack.
Yeah, for now, but the sweet question is, does he get out?
Palace
Going
is waiting.
out. Palace is just waiting for him. RR gets the kill on the
Radiant's
Cuckoo
bottom
and take
tower
away his
is under
streak.
attack.
I'll
So-
take that. Almighty
Getting the
wonder.
kill there. Making it look relatively easy. I mean, they're moving around the map well in Execration. Maybe to shut down Palace at some point. Snowball, that'll connect. Dark Pack Lasso, there's the kill. That's exactly what they needed.
Big kill. Palace overextending. If we use Dark Pack like that, you're still gonna be in trouble. I
Dyer's
think
middle
it's
tower
okay
is
to
under
play
attack.
aggressive, but you need some kind of a backup. Sang has a blink dagger, so maybe that's the play. We still have not seen Doom being used at all. Hand of Midas done. So that means that he will stay at the top of the network.
Hype, by the way, for Brood, one of the quicker ones.
Dyer's top
Quickest
tower
one
is under
of the
attack.
patch is 11 minutes 4 seconds.
And this one was like 11 minutes, 13, 15-ish
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah.
And that's with Arcane Boots, he got that done. Really well done there by the Brood. You still have 23 top of the net worth. Going into the Sanjin Yasha, then Ags, which is what we've been seeing from a lot of these Medusas.
Dyer's middle tower
Had
is
an
under
interview
attack.
with him. He talked about how he thinks Dragonlance is a good item. We see him pick it up on Terrorblade in the previous game. This time on Medusa. Just overall a good stats. Agi, 12 strength buffed in the previous patch.
They converging to spear. One on toss. Then might.
Radiant are
This is
scanning.
all farmed away.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Dead Execration, they've themselves. Look at the pounce and the leash onto this Tusk. But he's invis for the moment. And
There's
now
still
the
a
sentry
sentry.
gets revealed. They've got the
No,
epicenter
don't go
on a
back
23. 23 now, no mana, and trying to survive. Fire Snap Blade. In danger. 23.
Radiant's
They
bottom
get the kill
tower is
into
under
the Sand
attack.
King. They're trying to trade some life on both Palace. They'll also lose DPC.
Radiant
So,
structures
a
are
2 for 2.
fortified.
That ends with a kill on that Medusa.
If Whitemon just kept running away, he was on the edge of the range of that
Radiant's
sentry,
bottom
but something you
tower
don't
has
think
fallen.
about. You could think, oh, it's on me all the time. It's never stop. So 14 minutes, Diffusal Blade on top of Orb of Corrosion. We're gonna see that one again.
And the Epicenter, Earth Splitter on 23, and then the Fire Snap Cookie that kind of just, he knew he was there.
If they use that better, if he turns around, he lives.
That was lame.
Big timing for Slark. Diffusal Blade done, going into S and Y. As expected, just wants to be able to have some status resistance. Whitemon getting caught. Leash. No snowball available, no mana.
Yeah, and looking to survive. Scatterblast is enough. Okay. Just barely. Blink forward from this Sand King. Not going to find anything with the Burrow Strike after the blink to try and extend that range, get initiation out. Now they find 23. They use that Diffusal, goes to the Stone Gaze. Palace runs uphill and
Needs to pop it. Doesn't see other heroes. Sanking is nearby, so he was afraid of the blink stun initiation. Then your mana pool is quickly gone.
This
Still,
is going well.
no Doom being used, going into BKB after the head of Midas. I will see
Dyer's middle
maybe
tower
a
is
blink
under
dagger
attack.
after that BKB, because with BKB he's gonna feel pretty safe.
well, they found the Brood. They get the kill on the Cuckoo.
Dyer's structures
Palace with
are
another one.
fortified.
Shutting
Dyer's
down.
middle tower
Oh, not
is under
completely,
attack.
but
This is
making
the
the life a
second-
living hell
yeah.
for both the Brood
Radiant's
and the
bottom
Medusa.
tower is under attack.
And Carl, he just went in.
Fire Snap Cookie losing away. Blink Break. survive, but the damage is too much. Slark is taking
Radiant's
over
bottom
the
tower
game.
is under attack.
Oh god, White dead once again. 23
Oh, good
sleep.
sleep.
Not a lot of mana to work with. There's the center, 23 looking dead to right. No stone gaze to work with. Palos with a triple kill. Right now, Slark is
Dyer's
the
middle
answer.
tower
This
is
is,
under attack.
I'm gonna call a game-winning fight for Execration,
Dyer's
where they take
structures
the
are
effort to
fortified.
take good fight, give
Dyer's top
Slark
tower is under
the
attack.
time and the items. Like, he's gonna have that SNY in the next 3-4 minutes, and it's just gonna be very hard for them to take control of their jungle back. When you're playing into Slark, you don't have a real answer for him.
Yeah, so far the Medusa has been
Dyer's
slain.
middle tower is under attack.
There is time, potentially. Question of what can T1 do? They don't have nearly as much space to farm for this Medusa. Oh yeah.
I've seen Slark with Inkswell on him, and this is what I like. I've played against this combo. It's extremely annoying. Dreamstroke, Max Inkswell has the talent, and going into Shard. Once 1 minute mark hits, you have a Dispel on top of it. So, like, you try to ult it, he uses a Dark Pack, another Dispel.
They've got the sleep. He gets down with the Mac, but he's moved up, can't get far away from this cliff. He'll use that dust. EKB, Stone
Double
Gaze,
duel.
Cuckoo. Oh, on the high ground.
Dyer's
He's still
middle
dead.
tower
The
is
scorched
under
earth
attack.
of Nico.
Even though they have Medusa, it's a 5k gold lead. This game looks pretty rough. Like, this looks like 15,000 gold advantage at this point, just by looking at the heroes. Broodmother, she was annoying. She did her job in the lane over the jungle, but those 3 deaths are gonna cost her quite a lot. They do not have a playmaker hero. Batrider can be one.
Radiant are
I
scanning.
don't think it's enough at this point, not without the blink dagger. So Paulus, he gets
Dyer's
SNY.
middle
I
tower
think next
is under
item should
attack.
be Scotty. Just have that tankiness, have that extra slow on top of the diffusal blade. It also opens up the Roche for them. This is the first fight that we saw Doom being used. It's the double Doom. Just those.
And not kill this Slark right now. 6-1 in 223.
Dyer's
He is
bottom tower
the
is
full
under
purchase
attack.
price away from getting himself the axe. Also not level 15 yet, so he doesn't have the Mystic Snake mana gain talent. Which I'm not sure how much that's going to help. Maybe he does something.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
The lack of control here for Team hurting.
It's very hard to make a play. They use a smoke, have no one
Dyer's
to
bottom tower
initiate
has
with.
fallen.
That's why Batrider is going for Flame Dagger. In
Dyer's
this situation, it's
bottom tower
needed.
is under
Yeah.
attack.
Mid bats most of the time don't like to get it early on. They're more about that lens, increases the cast range, more on the flame break, and makes the easy setup for the lasso. But this time
Dyer's
around, they
bottom
need
tower
a
is
good
under
jump. They
attack.
need to be able to get the first jump. They're trying to make a move on follows, but I don't think he dies.
Okay. I thought maybe they'd start that off like a snowball.
Still no follow-up. Batrider can't close the gap.
Thing is, they shifted Palos over towards the Medusa. He's got a double damage. This may not be what you want to be fighting into. Rostrike ends up missing, but they've got the diffuse. Look at the right clicks. They're just so heavy onto the Tusk. Also needs to be careful. There's the flame break. Goes into the shadow dance. Over to the side. Mortimer's kisses coming out onto BDZ. Inkswell trying to run, and the damage just is not enough. Cuckoo still moving forward. Marking with the Spiderling. They'll get the kill on the Greatstroke. Coming over is Nico. Use that Doom Snowball. Trying to run. Brostrike lands. Earthsplitter comes through and hits on 3 heroes of T1. Nico getting low, and the BKB runs out. So they get the kill onto the Sand King. They'll take out the
Why
Doom.
is Slark not fighting? He has double damage. Why is he not going in?
That was lame.
He wrapped around. He was... I want to see that again. I hope I'm
Radiant
not
structures
daydreaming or
are
something.
fortified.
And that's a massive
Radiant's
fight
middle
for
tower is under
T1 that's going
attack.
to boost up their net worth. potentially getting this tier 1 tower mid, that's opportunity aplenty.
You do Batrider, so they know that there's no lasso.
Fire snap
Dyer's
cookie that
courier
gets
has been
away.
killed.
They don't get the power. Oh, 23 losing the courier. Let's see this. He's got the double damage. Burrowstroke misses here. Snowball over.
It's fine to disengage here. He was very afraid of the Batrider. Good shards once again. Come on, this is the third, fourth time that he's keeping himself alive. And if this fight continues, we're gonna see it again. So Slark just running away, regioning up, has a bottle, will be full
Dyer's middle
HP in
tower
no
is
time.
under attack.
And then he decides to just go back. He's running back. Not a single that fight.
Keeping him caught by Carl. They've got the lasso on Aoe, and now they're trying to get the kill here on the Sand King. They've got him. They also took out PDC. Double kill here for Cuckoo with the BKB being popped here by Carl. You're getting a lot
Radiant's
of
middle
kills for
tower is under
T1.
attack.
This time they'll take the tower.
I'm really
Radiant's
surprised by
middle tower
what
has
Slark
fallen.
did there. They had their timing. This was supposed to be another fight, one for them. Good Doom on the Batrider before he gets any of the spells off. Another double damage for Slark in the bottle. Okay, so they still have something. They're given time for 23 Savage to recover. It's gonna be Eggs done in the next minute.
Yeah,
but he needs his career is dead.
Inflatable. Pretty. Which is unfortunate. Do you just...
Radiant are
Never
scared.
mind. I was gonna say, what? Just buy another plate of Alacrity, don't wait for the courier. Get yourself an axe and then build that into something else.
Sometimes you're too smart, Pickup. For this game, it's a 200 IQ play. You know,
I gotta keep the percentages.
To be fair, there's a situation your career's dead for, let's say, 3 minutes, and you want to have that item right now. You have the gold, so I would not be surprised if someone does that, because you lose only 500.
Well, it's not even
if you can sell. I don't think you can upgrade the Blade of Alacrity into anything
yeah.
later on.
That's the only
it's
problem.
the play that you could potentially make. If you need here right now, there's a second row spawning, let's say. Not a bad idea.
They want to do with this because they're gonna have bags once this courier delivers it, and that's big timing. Now he's level 17. You're about to be level 18. Gives you the third level on Stone Gaze. Execration might miss a little bit of a timing. I'm not saying that this game fallen out of their favor, because I still think this game feels really strong for them, but it was much easier 5 minutes ago.
Definitely was. Kind of missed the opportunity. And Medusa
Radiant's
can be out of the
bottom
base.
tower
She
is under
feels
attack.
relatively safe with the team backing her up.
Bottom for the epicenter. Got the Doom onto the Medusa. Now the Burrow Strike with the epicenter is going to be enough damage here to kill Medusa. They've got the Woodburst. This is coming down the palace. Oh, you got to be careful. He's taking a lot of damage, but they get the kill to 23 as well. Cuckoo, and they're going to try and turn this in and more. But the snowball going over. They're trying to keep their attention on the palace. They just can't get the Walrus Punch out on him. So he goes into the trees. He's bottling up, turning this over on a Carl Top BKB. Pounce not leashing. Nico gets the kill, and that's 3 heroes down on the side of T1. They'll make it a 4th as they'll lose Whitemon. TV out from Carl. A great fight there from Execration. All they lose is BDD.
Excellent fight. They start with Doom on Medusa, follow it up at the epicenter and the Burrow Strike. Medusa melts. He has Aura maxed out plus the Solar Crest, so you're not tanky. You feel like a creep when he gets on top of you. And all mana gone by the Slark, easily done. This is something that should have happened in the previous fight as well.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
He
attack.
played really good fight there too. Gets the bird on Whitemon because Walrus Punch might have killed Palos. That's how that start. The Fire Snap Cookie moved Medusa out of range of the Burrow Strike with the epicenter, so he
Dyer's
forced that
bottom
forward.
tower is under
That little
attack.
bit of extra range, then
Dyer's
connected
structures are
both.
fortified.
So,
Radiant
really
structures
played
are
fight there
fortified.
by Viewing.
Good thing about Slark this time around is they don't itemize into any kind of silence or anything, so he's really not afraid.
Dyer's
You
bottom
don't
tower
buy
has fallen.
BKB at all. It's never gonna be necessary because they have 1, 2, 3 abilities that go through magic immunity. Shard also done on Grimstroke, something that we mentioned. It's a dispel into dispel into dispel into dispel. It's just constant dispelling things, have this movement speed. They don't have enough lockdown. They can't kill Slark. That's the problem. Scotty, exactly what he needed. A bit of attack distance, raw stats.
His strike, fire stat, snowball save. That's for Cuckoo, but they've got the spot in the border resistance coming up with the shard. That's going to be right on top of Palace as well as Nico. They've got the damage to get the kill in a white. Taking out the same over to the side. BDZ, he's dead too. All right, 2 kills here for T1. They want more. Carl moving in. He's got the lasso available. He landed. Go slowed up by the defusal. I don't know, but the blink's there. Now,
but they
the kill on follow-up. Damage from Cuckoo, they might. Right click's coming in. They've got the sleep on the juice. The sleep coming through. Army landing her with a cleaning them off. They get the kill on Cuckoo. Great turn from Execration.
RR, what a play. He lands a 4-man stomp into the Earth Splitter, and they turned this whole fight around. They were chasing. Good try. You know, they almost managed to bring down Slug. Still, they don't have enough damage. Lasso was available, used correctly, but then you drag him down. There's not another form of stunning. Trying to lock him down. What a beautiful fight from Execration.
Almost going
sour. These fights have really been on the edge. The unfortunate part for T1 is they have not been the benefactors of anything. You know, just those a little bit of extra.
It's only gonna get harder for them. Double Doom available. I also wouldn't mind seeing pressure on Doom. So possibly 3 Dooms.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Up and available. Nobody wants to take that.
Surprised no one decided to take Roche. 28 minutes in, usually we see at least 1 kill on Roche.
Let's watch this fight again. Snowball, Walrus Punch, all used.
No Doom available there. It was on cooldown for like 15-ish seconds.
Trading for Whitemon. BDZ goes down. He's got buyback. Which is important here. All right, Palace in some trouble. They've got the Walrus Punch for the fire stack. Cookie might have been a little bit too early. They got the sleep on the floor. They landed on absolutely mother Cuckoo 23 later. Wow.
They're just handling to them, man. RR, another 4-man stop, did not even use the Earth Splitter. I believe this game's over. I don't think they can come back. Medusa trying to get a Lincoln Sphere to protect herself against the Doom. I don't think it's gonna work. They can easily take Roche. A couple of buybacks expended. Power of ET. You can nerf this hero, but no matter what you do to him, it's still gonna be a top tier.
Oh man, they found Carl.
That is pleased.
Coordination right from Execration.
The way you looked at me like that was a rhyme that I did not intend to say. Was that the face?
Don't tell him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dagger here for BDZ, and that's despite the fact that he ball.
You can see the power of that dispel. The Grimstroke in the previous fight. And then another dispel into another dispel, suddenly full HP. Like, cause he's healing. He is healing from that
TP, no chance. Yeah, no one.
He's connected on 4 heroes. 4 heroes around him. That's a lot of
This is pleased. You get the horns.
Carl back in 24.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
See on his death spot. They've got the Monkey King. Gray. It's gonna be tough to defend. I still think it's doable for T1, but it feels.
That's why Slark decided to go for BKB. They have 3 abilities that go through magic immunity. He has a way of dispelling things. He has another form of dispel with the Grimstroke, because Grimstroke is not going to use on anyone side him pretty much.
Right.
So there was no need for it. What you can do is just get more light steal, which makes you here with Satanic, or get a Basher, Flash Abyssal.
Medusa picking up the shard. Blooded.
Doom bought a link. So I think current play is he uses that Lincoln's onslaught just to have him secured against the Blink lasso initiation.
Literally
Not the item that we see on Doom, but I don't mind seeing it here. Also, they have Solar Press that they can buff him up with, EP Aura, on top of Age, of course.
Working with 2 lives, I think this is tough. For the Inkswell into the Doom, and that's immediately onto the Medusa. I don't know what you do from this guy. The other side, Air Splitter, they're trying to run 23 out of there, but the Soulbite reaches him up to Cuckoo because he got a little bit too close. They've got the last on R, they get the gun to the Elder, and they don't have buyback available on the Medusa. The pounce reaches them up. Cuckoo in trouble, Snowball saved. Alice still running in, Blink forward coming through from Nico. Cuckoo taking a lot of damage, but finally the Walrus Punch gets him off of this group of that's going to be enough with the right click stuck it onto Whitemon. They'll get the kill, they'll push back on the Tusk immediately. They look over at Cuckoo, they get the video. He's got panic as well. He'll use it. Alice finally low, but he's still not dying. They go after Carl, they've got the Inferno Blade, the fire snap. Cuckoo could be getting popped by Alice. Moving forward, he's marching on. Carl, Whitemon, they go down. They won't pop back on Whitemon. They'll go for Cuckoo inside the well. But they won't dive it. Very wise. They start hitting those tier 4s.
Out in Blink, they just don't have enough abilities. There's no Medusa around. They can call it one. Slark, great pick.
GG.
Call. Slark was a great pick. They managed to make it work. I love that they put it on the lane. Great matchup against Batrider.
Radiant victory.
Like a couple of mistakes where Slark could have taken the fight, especially with the double damage on.
Yeah.
But other than that, he had pretty much an amazing game. Yeah. He set him up perfectly, especially EP. 2 times. One time into Earth Splitter, just wins them the whole fight pretty much.
ET, man, that is a hero that can save the day. He needs a cape cosmetic because he comes in, 4-man stomp, saves the day, and they have finally beat a Medusa in the Southeast Asian region in the upper division. I think that's the first loss, 7-1 now, and wow, that has been a very impressive streak that has now been broken by the Slark, and we go on to a game 3. So T1 1, Execration 1. Back over to the panel. Over to you guys.
After he realized I ate his food.
T1 burned me earlier in multiple respects. And I was ready to start trusting again. I was ready to love again. And what did they do?
You opened up.
I opened up my heart.
You spread your wings, your arms out. You were ready for a hug, and what happened?
So, you're the problem.
Bang.
Slap in the face.
Once again.
Imagine losing with 100% win rate Medusa. Imagine.
I don't even want to talk about T1. Let's talk about Execration because they played out of their mind. They executed really well. They played high tempo with the Slark. I loved the Grimstroke plus Sand King combination to shut down the Brood. Brood really didn't look like a hero. It didn't really look like he had a lot of impact. 23 Savage as well was shut down by the Slark. The ET Stomps were on point, like
double dooms.
Exactly what Biko said about the cape. I would love to see the cape cosmetic actually, because when you reel the spirit back in,
oh man, it'll have the flying,
yeah, he's
the
flying.
superhero pose.
He's actually in the superhero pose, so you can definitely make that happen. I'm pleasantly surprised by Execration in the second game. Obviously, we have seen them win a couple of series, which is why they're second, I believe, on the standings right now. But I did not expect them to win versus a Medusa and a Brood in the same draft.
Especially with mid Sand King, another hero that we've been highly critical of.
But it was safe lane.
It was safe lane, that's true. But he went for a mid lane build with the BOTs and Blink.
Yep.
And so overall, and Slark also, like Slark is a hero that we have not seen as a potential answer to Medusa. We were skeptical because of how Dark Pack interacts with Stone Gaze, and he won.
I mean, I don't even know if he stone gaze in all of those fights because he got doomed
I
first.
don't think he... Did we even resolve if split shot is working?
Nope.
Let's see if we can see in this fight. Nope, he's just getting slapped.
Every time he got doomed, he didn't even hit once.
Yeah, he was just
walked
Just
away.
trying to
away.
run, trying to
Slithered
run.
away.
One thing that Medusa is known for is, yeah, she's 100% win rate more or less,